Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today's a sad day for a lot of people, including myself. And one of the things that nobody wants to see is their car burnt to the ground. So some of the stuff you're going to see in this video is pretty graphic to some people, and so sorry for the loss for people, their cars. It's just tragic. One of the mechanics lost his entire livelihood. All of his tools were melted in this fire. So we're just going to run through the quick fire. I can't go inside, so I'm just going to show you from what I could get from the outside. The building is red tagged, so the city's very strict about that. So anyway, we'll continue on in a second. First of all, I want to tell you that the Carcraft store, the parts department, was not damaged from this fire. This was all customers' cars. I'll allow you to go. In fact, I wasn't even really supposed to be in this area to take this video, but I really wanted everybody to see the tragedy so that you know it's legit and pretty tragic. This is a business that's been there since I was probably 16 years old or earlier than that, and I've known the owners most of my life, and they're just good people, and they managed to stick through tons and tons of really tough times. The owner, Ed Eccles, who I've known for a long time, he used to, even when VWs weren't popular, I mean, there was a point when they weren't really, nothing was going on in the VW community, and he just kept going to the Sand Sports show, and I'd see him there sometimes by himself, and I'd go over and hang out with him and talk to him. Yeah, just the entire shop was burnt. You know, everything inside. There's no information as to what caused the fire. And in fact, we're not allowed to speculate until the fire code person does their investigation and all that stuff. So, for the insurance and all that. So, anyway, there's no information on that if you're interested in that. But unfortunately, there was some cars in there. There was a Carnegie in there that was just like nuts and bolts away. I mean, a couple of small things away from being completely restored and done. There was, other models. I think there was a 54 Bel Air or wagon. I'm not sure. Chevy wagon. There was all kinds of stuff in there. I don't know what all of them were. The shop normally closes at 5. Usually everybody's out of there at 5:30 or 5:30 are usually closed. And around 7 o'clock is when I believe the alarm went, the fire alarm. And the fire department came and tried to save the building. Fortunately, they were able to save the parts department. So if you are on the edge, this is going to be a real financial strain for them, you know. So if you're on the edge of, if you need some parts, you know, it's a really good time to order that, make that mail order, or call them and order, or go into the store. A lot of people thought the store was closed today. I thought they would be closed. This is only the service department of the business. So the whole parts department and parts, I'm going to show you in a minute, is still there. It didn't get damaged at all. None of the inventory was damaged. Only the stuff from the shop. The building's been there since I watched them build that building, you know, so that's how long it's been there. I worked across the street when I used to work over there at McPeak's Painting. So yeah, so I guess that's where they went in through the fire door there, and you know, that's damage. That on the other side of that wall is what we're looking at right there. That was all the fire damage inside. Again, I couldn't get in to show you all the catastrophic damage. There's really a lot. But the parts department is completely open. So if one of the things you can do, one of the two things you could do, you could go on the GoFundMe and contribute something. I don't know what the minimum is, whatever it is, that's fine. Anything, if you're willing to do anything. If you can't do that and you need some parts and you're on the edge of the bucket of buying them right now, you're like, hey, I'm thinking about buying some parts. You know, you can call them, go into the store and buy some parts. That would really help out. They do have several, you know, none of the money that they want to get from that is going to go to the business. It's all going to go directly to the people who lost cars. We lost, a few things this year. I mean, like we lost, this part of the building is unscathed. It stayed in the other building, fortunately. So this is the parts department here. So we're gonna go inside in a little bit, show you what's there. It's everything's intact, nothing's messed up inside the store. It was only the other end. I talked to the owners, Shane and Ron, and they said, man, if the parts department was gone, I don't know if they'd be able to do it. That's a lot of loss. It's really hard to come back from something like this. All people think, insurance covers everything. That's not usually how it works. I have business insurance. You're lucky to even get anything out of them. It's just so hard to get money out of insurance companies when it comes to businesses. Homeowners insurance is usually they'll pay out stuff. Your car insurance will pay out stuff, but business insurance, they just, it's just a money grab for business, for the insurance companies. They just make money on it. It's not a really good coverage that they give you usually. There's been tough times in the VW community. I mean, they've been through all that stuff. They stuck it out when everybody else was going under. Other VW shops in the same city are gone. And they just, hunkered down. And like I said, he was at Sand Sports Show by himself, putting all that stuff up on the walls. It's a lot of work to set up a booth like that. Sets it all up. And I said, well, how busy is it? And he's like, well, you guys are here. It was like, it wasn't really that many people. Everybody was putting V8s in the cars, in the sand cars, and they were selling VW parts. And he's seen it go way up and seen it go way down, and he just stays in it. He just done it, and Shane took over. His stepson took over the business, and he's been doing very well. They've been keeping their prices low. They've been trying to, do high volume, which is the best way, for everyone to win. And they still continue to keep those prices low. So if you look at the CarCraft store, I'll put a link in the description of the video. Check out the CarCraft store, and if you see something there that you could use, that you're looking to buy, you were thinking about buying it, it's a good time to do that. It'll help patronize the business and keep them rolling so that they can come back out of this and survive through a very, very tough time. And you lose that kind of money, it's we really don't know how much the loss is. There hasn't been any time to we're just reacting right now. As soon as I found out about this fire happened, the day this video gets up, it happened the day before. So last night, this is right now, it's about 5 o'clock when I'm making this video. So at 7 o'clock the night before, less than 24 hours ago, that building was on fire. So we're trying to react quickly. I know that if we react quickly, it's a lot easier to come back. If we wait and stagger, it'll take longer for them to come back. So that's why I'm getting this video up there now, so you can share it with people, put it on your Facebook, put it in your Volkswagen shows, things like that, and try and see what we can do to come up with something to help out these people. Like I said, I'm looking at the tool situation and all that, and I'm going, man, what can I do? And my business has been really slow the last 2 years too, so it's like, it's tough for me right now, but I'm not really worried. I'm just going to work my way through it. I'll get really busy next week, so that's really good as far as some of that goes, but it's going to be tough for YouTube. But anyway, the CarCraft business, like I said, they're a pillar in the Volkswagen community. We can't afford to lose another pillar. We just don't have that many left. So CarCraft is one of them. They've been around for years. The other business, Econo, that burnt down, they were around for a long time too, and they've managed to reopen, thank goodness, and they're still trying to rebuild their business. But like I said, CarCraft is a local business. They've been in the Volkswagen thing, back in the early MP days. They've been around for a long time, and we want them to continue to be around. So anyway, anything you guys can do, if you're, like I said, if you want to contribute by GoFundMe if you just want to go on that link, order some parts, leave a comment in the video. Make sure you like the video. Those things will all help you get traction for people that might be able to afford to do something. And let's hope we can help Carcraft. I'm setting up the GoFundMe right now. So if you don't see it running, if you don't see the GoFundMe running, they're actually putting up a fence right when I was doing this. So I just grabbed a quick footage here, so I don't know what came in it. But if you don't see it up, the link on the video, come back to the video a little bit later. I'll have that up there. And like I said, personally, I'll make sure that the money goes directly to the people. It's legit. And I was showing in this video here, the only oil they have is Kendall motor oil. They do not have VR1, you guys. They don't have it because all of us figured out a long time ago, and we've stuck with that rule. So anyway, Carcraft, support them. Hey, you can always call them up, buy a shirt, or you can go over and order one of their shirts off their website. Like I said, we're going to try to get a banner up there that says open during construction, because nobody came in today. Everybody thought they were closed because of the fire. So, but they are open. The store is open. I'll talk to you guys later in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe, and let's see your comments. Hopefully they help keep this video rolling. Share it, tell a friend.